Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. We're up to episode 170 today. Damn, that's yeah, I think we've only ever missed one day as well. With multiple uploads sometimes, so I think we're doing quite a good job with staying consistent with the Road to Glory on FIFA 19. Now, at the start of this episode, we're going to make a change to the squad. We're going to bring in Alisson for Czech because I feel like Czech's been letting in a lot of goals lately, and his distribution is not as good as Alisson. Now, Alisson is untradeable. I can't sell him. So I'm going to bring him in once to watch Alisson. I used his other 88, the UCL version, or what was an 86 for the longest time, and I always liked him. And goalkeepers are goalkeepers, right? I should really be using the ones which distribute the ball well, especially because I do a lot of LBY stuff and punt the ball up the field to try and win the headers and that. So using the goalkeeper with the best distribution possible that works for chemistry sounds like a plan to me. We also picked up another foot swap player, so we're up to 2 right now, and I don't know what we're going to go for this month, probably the 87 rated inform Suso, just because that seems like good value for money to get a nice cheap one. That's only going to cost us 6 foot swap items, but we're carrying on in the weekend league. We're about halfway through right now. As we got up to 7 wins at the end of the last episode. Go into a match against a team which has a lot of pace up front, but I didn't think it had a lot of legs about it in terms of like overall ability. And I actually go 1-0 up with my newfound CDM in Marcos Alonso. He was in the right place at the right time when I passed it back to him to just slot that one home. It was basically an empty net, so if he'd have missed it, I'd have been annoyed. But great strength from Ronaldo here. Look at that hold-up play. Plays it straight through to Arnautovic, who just taps it into Nedved, bang that one in the back of the net. I knew that the defenders were running at the right pace alongside Nedved, that I could just slip that ball inside. We go 2-0 up and my opponent just leaves. So that's happened quite a lot lately. The last few games I've actually got to 2-0 and my opponents have gone. So and it wasn't a game where I was super all over him. I'd only taken the 2 opportunities that I'd taken. But we push up to 8 wins nice and quick. And guys, if you do enjoy today's episode, you know what to do. You know what I'm going to ask you. Your target today, 2,000 likes. If you can make that happen by smashing a thumbs up, I would be very, very happy. Thank you in advance for that. Next match, again, it's not the sort of squad I would expect to come up against in the weekend league. There could be so much stronger squads. So I'm feeling quite lucky right now with the team selections and stuff that the opponents I'm getting put up against. And I'll actually go 1-0 up with my newfound CDM once again in Marcos Alonso. I'm not gonna lie, I find it the most solid the team's been. With what you guys said in playing Alonso at CDM. So massive shouts to you, big thumbs up to you guys for telling me to play Cancelo as a fullback, Aurier as a fullback, and Alonso as a defensive midfielder. He may be a little bit sort of like a truck on the ball, not amazing in terms of dribbling and stuff, although his stats are alright. It's more the agility and balance that is the issue with him. But he's tall, he gets about, he's got good stamina, and he kind of works for us in that CDM role. So he can always be the one to come off at half time. I do like Torreira on this game. He can basically be my new Fabinho, who I can then bring off later on in the match if I want to be replaced by Eder Militao, which is what I do typically at the half-time mark. If I can make it to the half-time mark, because, well, you're seeing me go 3-0 up in this one, and you guessed it, my opponent's about to rage quit his way out of this match. So the middle section of my weekend league has been fairly solid, fairly easy, fairly nice. Especially when we got such a rough start. I was literally 3-2 at the very beginning, and we are now what, 8-2 or 8-3 or something. I can't remember exactly what we're at, but we're at 9 wins actually now after that one. So going quite well. Next opponent has a nice team, very, very good players in red to get, some high-rated ones in Skriniar, 89 Cancelo, which is someone we use, and I'm very jealous of the red version, and then also Tovan, but he's got Mbappe, he's got Neymar in the squad as well. So I was certainly nervous, and I could tell right from the get-go that he was a solid player. He was a good player on FIFA, but I didn't know how the match was going to go. Typically, it would be a 50-50. Sometimes I would win in a game like this. Sometimes I'll come away with the loss. But I didn't feel super confident just because I know that I've been playing sloppy this weekend. I haven't really been taking all the chances that I can that I can make, whether that be just a little bit of rustiness on FIFA, having not played so much a little bit lately. But yeah, it wasn't feeling amazing. So I was surprised when I went 1-0 up, moved the goalkeeper the wrong way and basically give Neymar an open goal to score, to equalise in the 15th minute. So that wasn't great from me. I'm not gonna lie, pretty poor goalkeeping. But hey, sometimes these people choose the near post, and if he would have done that, I would have saved it. But what a strike that is from Neymar. I just don't know. Like, I thought Van Dijk would have been in the right position. I thought maybe the goalkeeper would get a hand to that one. It's a fairly straightforward shot, and Neymar's not got the most amazing shot power and stuff. But hey, he was able to score that goal, to actually go 2-1 up against me. And at half-time, it looks as though he deserves it. Far better on the pass accuracy, double my shots, double the on targets and stuff. It was just like he was outplaying me, and I was somehow just about keeping in it. And I got back in it in the 48th minute. Basically, off of his kickoff, I won the ball off of him, ran down the end and scored a belter with my substitute, a nice fresh Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But he pushes through with Neymar, and at that sort of stage, I'm thinking, Alisson, mate, I think you should be either palming that one out for a corner, getting a stronger hand on it. I just wasn't quite happy with how he was doing. And then he somehow gets through here with Aguero that he brought on and scores the goal. I was a little bit perplexed. I wondered how he can get in front of those defenders, how they're not quite getting the touch on it that I need them to get rid of it. I also see that it's a red 90 Aguero, so this guy either finishes elite or something good, or he gets very, very lucky and gets some good red picks, because mine look nothing like these. But hey, we normally stop at gold 3, right? Alejandro Gomez pushes through, super sub. I get the opportunity, I strike the post, and then the rebound, and somehow I was obviously spamming shoot that it didn't go in. It went as a red shot and just p-rolled into the goalkeeper. More opportunities happening right at the end of the game, and I wasn't able to get the equaliser. He then did what the very smart thing to do is, and just play the ball around, which, as annoying as that is as the opposition, like, you've just got to do what you got to do when you're not confident with your goalkeepers and stuff towards the end of a game. See it out, and there comes another loss for me. Then we go into this game right here. Solid squad. He's got Cutrone up front. He's got, again, 89 Cancelo. That's becoming quite common and popular. Prime Rivaldo. We've got a Van Dijk, a Red Rashford, a Pogba in there as well. It's a nice team. A little mix between the Serie A and the Premier League, with the odd icon in there as well. Off the bat, we play it down the line to Pavel Nedved, who whips a lovely one into Aubameyang. And that was a very deft, lovely little soft touch on that one. He basically sort of jumped backwards but let the ball hit his head, and that had enough power to just take it past the goalkeeper and float into the back of the net. And then Van Dijk scores a header from a goal, from a corner to put us 2-0 up. And to be fair, Van Dijk doesn't score very much for me. I normally bring Ronaldo to the front post at corners. That hasn't quite been working for me, so that's why I took a regular corner there. And Van Dijk was nice and free to score a goal. I think that's only his 4th or 5th goal for us in total. And that right there is the chance why I do things like this, because that was a nicely timed, in good space, finesse shot, green timed by Nedved, and it just goes wide. They're nerfed to the ground now, so that's why I have to do things like the crosses and headers, because the finesse shots, even in a good position, you're trying to do it right, it just doesn't quite work for you. And, I mean, we make it 4-0 here, 30 minutes in, 4 goals scored, and of course my opponent's going to quit. So I'm either coming up against people that are going to beat me, or I'm making them quit right now. That's the 10th win, though. Normally things get a little harder after the 10th win for me, and we go into a game against a nice team, and really nice squad there from my opponent. A 90 Van Dijk, I've got a better one. Same Alisson as me, he's got that in Ndombele I'm very jealous of. 86 Lala, a red 88 Felipe Anderson, and of course Mbappe and Neymar as well. Like, good players to have on this game. He obviously understands the meta. Maybe he's not going to head it very much, but hey, he's got tricky players to work with. So I miss a complete sitter from the get-go with Ronaldo. I miss another complete sitter 6 minutes in, and I'm like, this one's not going to work, is it? This game is going to go against me. Chilwell then gets wiped out from my David Luiz. I put a stupid tackle in. I think I was already getting a bit wound up with this game. And then I go the right way, but I took a step the other way, which is what I typically do. I thought the goalkeepers could still get in the corner if you do that. But hey, what a penalty that was from Neymar. Sticks it in the back of the net to go 1-0 up. He then tries the header with Aubameyang, but forces a good save out of Alisson. But this game's only going one way. I was getting a little bit destroyed, and a couple of opportunities that I'd had didn't quite work out for me. So at 2-0, halfway through the game, I was like, I paused it, and I'm going to quit. If I wasn't enjoying the game, which I really wasn't, and I felt like it was going to be a lost cause, I thought, some games I'll stay in at 3 or 4-0 because I really feel like I can get back in it. But that guy, his team, his ability, just felt like it was a waste of time. So, hey, I'm not fussed about the rivals' points. Let's just move on and get our into another game. Come back to another swap deal player after the end of that one, or it must have been from the game before, really. But yeah, so that's our third foot swap player, so we're already halfway towards that 87 rated inform, and I think I can probably get another one by playing 3 online friendlies this week. Now, I whip it into the back post, but what a block that is from Lala. I've come up against 86 Lala quite a few times this weekend. Normally, I feel like I can deal with him quite well, but this week, I really struggled against him. He seemed insanely good. Actually, winning headers and stuff at the back post makes me miss him a little bit, because I had the 86 and the 84 mostly for a very long time, and I thought he was good. So I give my opponent the first goal in that one right there. Not the prettiest, but hey, it happened. I then whip one in with Cancelo and force a lovely header from Arnautovic. That's the right angle to take them crosses, and that's the right angle to obviously hit them headers. They're the ones which always go flying in, but I always forget exactly what angle I should be taking them at. And then pretty much from kickoff, maybe straight from kickoff, my defenders weren't awake to his perfectly running Rashford, and he gets back in the lead, 2-1, 23 minutes on the clock. Not good for my players, not good for me defensively, and all the AI as I have them. Now, a good save from Alisson after a nice shot there from Nedved. Want to try and get back into this match as quick as possible. Ronaldo plays it to Aubameyang. I get a couple goes at it, and again the luck sort of falls with me. And hey, we go and get our goal, make it 2-2 in the 42nd minute, 43rd minute. Back in the game and feeling like this one could go either way. Well, I really wasn't sure, because as you can see at half time, no one's having an amazing match, but my opponent's goalkeeper was making a few saves. In the second half then, Ibra plays it, but it gets sort of intercepted. I then play it from Torreira into Ronaldo, scoop past the defender and hit a nice strike. I don't know if that one got hit on the defender's leg as like a bit of a deflection to take it past the goalkeeper, or whether or not I was just able to score that one straight off, but we move on, and a big ball up from Alisson. Ibra knocks it down, and what a volley from, Eder Militao scored that volley for me. I don't know why I decided to strike it. I guess I didn't think it was going to be him on the end of that ball, but I went for it, and it perfectly goes into the back of the net. What a goal that is from the Brazilian. I never shoot with Eder Militao. Why would you? His shots are terrible. But that time it worked out for us, and that was actually the winning goal for this game. I end up coming away with a 4-3 win. My opponent really didn't have that many shots in the second half. I sort of dominated, but that was enough to take me up to my 11th win, and that's where we're going to end today's episode. Tomorrow, all we will require is 3 more wins. We are currently 11-5 in the weekend league right now, so it's definitely not my best performance at all. I think a couple of weeks ago we went 14-0. But hey, I'm still, like I said, going to blame a little bit of jet lag. Probably can't do that anymore, but hey, we will. And we've been making people rage quit. So the games that we've been playing all right in, that we've been scoring early and getting people to quit. It's just some of those 50-50 matches which I've been coming out on the wrong end of, just because I'm being rusty and sloppy and not very good as an actual player on this game. So hey, you got to fix up. You got to take them ones sometimes. But guys, that is where we're going to wrap things up for today's episode. Do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, just hit that thumbs up button. It helps push the video out there to more people, and the more viewers the better, hey. It makes the RTG much more immersive. Do me a favor and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Come follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Those links can be found down below. Have a really, really nice day, most importantly, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.